Hello, sexy souls. How are you all doing? Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo. I'm weird. We all get a bit woo woo. We're going to be doing a reading today about money. Money, money, money. Money. And they said, usually I would be like right here, right now, or anything that's imminent or immediate, but they go immediate attention. So I don't know if you're like, I need to have all eyes on my money right now, if you're talking to Spirit about that, or Spirit is trying to say immediately. Anywho's, yeah, let me see. Okay, yeah, we're good. I was making sure that the lighting was really good. Okay, so we're going to just delve right in. As a friendly reminder, though, you are a sovereign being over your life, and that means you get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of the messages might apply, okay? I am just looking really quick for something. So whatever you do, make sure that you don't Cinderella it to make it fit, okay? Okay. All right, so let's delve in. Somebody must say delve. I don't say that too frequently. I mean, I do say it, but like, it's usually, I'm like, let's dive in, you know, kind of thing. And so I'm like, delve. Like, I don't know. Somebody obviously talks slightly more proper than I do. All right, Spirit, where are we going to start this bad boy at? Okay. I really would have thought like Golden Universal or something like that, but they're pulling me to Sunlight Tarot. Okay, so let's take a look. Money, money, money. Talk to me about money. And immediate attention. Let's do this bad. Okay. 7 of Wands. If for nothing else, the sake of the self. Like, at least taking care of yourself, right? Like, if for no other reason, to make sure one is good. Okay. And I get this sense of like, to be used for you, to be used for the betterment of the self, to be used in alignment with what is going to be beneficial for you, right? Because this is the use of it. This is the way that we direct it. Why we bring this in? What's the heads up? Give me the lowdown. Well. You will, there is a starting to receive. We have the full 6 of Pentacles, that is receiving. We have the 9 of Cups, which is your wish. Okay, and then we've got the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. So it's the end of this difficult, it's the end to a difficult situation and fears. Fears and anxiety. Okay. I assume that's what someone wants. Queen of Swords with the... And so you got to get your mind right, first and foremost. There's something about getting the mind right. Approaching this the appropriate way. You know, we've been talking about this. That's been the theme in regards to, like, using one's skill set. But this is about, like, money. Money very specifically. In and of itself. I don't feel like saying... I don't know why I don't want to relate. I don't want to like connect your skill set to money for whatever reason. I get self-preservation and like it is like it's the tried and true. Like I can't do anything else unless I'm taken care of first. It doesn't matter whatever it is. I don't have the capacity then. So I got to think of me first. And when I'm good, then I can take all the different action there may be, right? And so like I'm asking or coming after money for this reason, okay? This is still vague. This proverbial leap of faith or some shit. funny enough, it's not an egg coming out of his hand. It's like a closed up rose. And usually in this deck, you'll see eggs. See? An egg. It's like, it's exactly, in order to have this new start, you're like, I can't do anything until this is taken. That's what it is. This is the overall energy. This is the, in order to be able to make moves, to do something, to start over fresh, this is what, okay. And Six of Pentacles is getting exactly what it is you need and then some. Because the idea of the Six of Pentacles is to take what, it's like, it's not just to be bare minimum. It is to pull you up out of something, and then for you to use that opportunity to create a situation where then one day you can bestow these opportunities on somebody else or help and assist somebody else. It's about investing and growing, and it's what you do with it, right? And so what you really want is more than just to pay something off. You're like, I want to be able to get into such a good position that I can compound on that and create a wish fulfillment. Like, I want to do more than just bare minimum. You're done having, you want this new start to go ahead and fucking begin, because you're like, look, it's been burdensome and I am no longer going to carry this burden alone. Like, I've managed to get to where I'm at. It's time for this new start. Now, I'm over having these fears and anxieties that plague me. I want to clear that out of my mind. I have cleared that out of my mind, and I'm ready for this new start. I'm in the appropriate position to do such. I want to say you're in the right mind frame. Okay, for love of God. The Emperor. This is, I want to take control back of my financial situation. I want to take the next step. I want to build. I want to hone. I want to progress. Eight of Pentacles. I'm ready to get down and dirty, to get this going. I am ready for abundance. It's being tapped into the feminine aspect of yourself that gives you the inspiration, the creation, but also being well rooted within the masculine to take the appropriate actions as necessary, as inspired, so to make something a reality. Okay. So then okay. I feel like I am listening to somebody make a case with spirit for why, like, it's like they're evaluating. They're like, I am ready for this new start. Like, I am in the right position. Where's like money? I just want to be like money. So let's do Starman Tarot. Like, I am ready to receive. You are in the place to receive, and not just to receive, but to do something with it to propel you forward. It's like, I am ready for my wish fulfillment. Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords. I'm ready to take that step that gets me out of this position, to better my life, to better my circumstances. I am done with being in the fives. The Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords. Like, I am beyond that, and I am ready, prepared, and primed. So what is the response, Spirit, that you have for that? King of Wands, Four of Wands. I am singly focused on creating this foundation, this sense of security, this new start. I am ready for this is drive, follow through, momentum, focus, unwavering, relentless, in your energy of nothing will get in my way, nothing can slow me down, nothing will stop me. Yeah, this is like, I'm ready for this milestone. I'm ready for the next step. I'm ready for the pivot, the change. I'm ready for my foundation to be built. Ace of Pentacles. I just need this. It's time to let it grow. Page of Wands would be the inspiration. You have flirted around with the ideas and the notions, but you aren't completely 100% sure of how to do this. Something has yet to be fully revealed for you. But you believe in magic, you believe in miracles, you believe something can come in for you and change all of this. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Give me more on that. Hello, the Hierophant. It is the creation of something external to you. This is the inspiration. This is the spiritual connection, the intuition, the knowing, the idea, the magic of something. And then this is the grounding that in and bringing it into your reality, letting it be reflected to you externally. Fucking High Priestess. This is being elevated because we have the Emperor and the Empress, the Hierophant and the High Priestess, and this is one person. This is, I am in the space where my spiritual aspects and the spiritual is married to my physical. And I walk the path of both. And I am in a place of receiving downloads and understanding. Show me where to focus. Show me where to focus. Because you're in this space, I just feel it's a matter of it hasn't been spoken yet to you. I'm heavy third eye. You don't see it yet. Where your focus is going to be, where the money is going to come from. World. Right now, the avenues are almost too expansive. Things have not been narrowed down for you. This is about the potentiality and the possibility and the growth. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. This is creation. This is creating something. I can't, like, this is almost like, it's like the shadow that would want to They're showing me all the swords coming at this, and this being the shadow of the person. Like the shadow of who someone used to be. Fighting old demons, fighting the ego. It doesn't seem to fit though. Why would you bring up the Five of Swords? Eight of Cups. It's really just a matter of there's a requirement to utterly leave the old self. As many times as we may say we are prepared, when the moment comes, it's an emotional one. Because it's like all the realizations at once. And it's the recognition and understanding of what it took to walk that path and what your old self did to get you to this point. This may be you're fighting the doubts and the fears like we saw before. And it's the willingness to walk away. Like actually, I want to say it's that. It's the idea that it's never really actually gone. It becomes integrated. And so it's choosing not to fight the fear anymore and just accept that it can show up. But there is this sense of leaving the old self. Tell me about this. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. It is about leaving the old fears. Yeah, it is like the final separation, okay, of it. It is literally putting the swords down and no longer fighting your fears of something or the worries that come in. It is just walking the fuck away. Recognizing that even fighting those fears and the anxiety slowed you down, right? But how does that, you are ready. You're ready. Is this what you're professing to Spirit? Is like, I am ready. I'm ready to leave it all behind. I am ready to put that sword down. I am ready. I am ready to accept what you bring to me and what you offer to me. I am ready to be vulnerable and open and connected. I've got this. I've come out the other side. I am resilient. I am in the best space for change. Okay, so we are still giving the argument to Spirit. Or are you trying to convince yourself? I mean, okay, we're going to use the Moon Magic Oracle. There's an immediate attention to money. Immediate attention. So in this space, I mean, it's almost as if I want to say Spirit's like, hey, if you're still trying to convince Spirit, that may be the thing to let go, because it's almost that shadow, fear, ego side that's still kind of almost trying to cling on, because it's almost as if it's like, you know, a lion doesn't have to tell you they're a lion. You know by the way in which they move. And I know that this can be hard for some neurodivergents or those who have OCD and different things like that, where like the mind just kind of go, brrr, you know, and you're like, whoa. But you know the difference between when you get wrapped up in those thoughts and when they just kind of pass through, right? And so it's almost as if it's like walking the talk instead of talking the talk. Okay, so tell us, there's an immediate attention on money right now. We'll say finances. Finances. Talk to us about that, Spirit. Talk to us. An immediate... Okay. Sky God, nightmare, night owl. Y'all. Okay. So Sky God's about empowerment and determination, okay? And basically they're saying, reflect on, and I think that's what we're saying, like, you are still trying to, at times, you're buying in, like, you're participating in your mind trying to convince Spirit that you're ready. And they're like, that's kind of like the last little piece, like, quit trying to convince Spirit. That's your old self trying to hang on to what little tiny sliver there is. And so it's a matter of reflect on the direction of your light, reflect on where you're directing your energy. Okay. And yeah, where you cast your energy. So you're putting your energy on trying to justify. It's like, I see this debate going on inside someone's head going, well, this and this and this and this and this. And it's like, don't try to convince Spirit is what I want to say. Because really, it's like you trying to reassure yourself that that's where you're at. And it's like this final little hair to let go of. You know what I mean? Allow your kindness to shine, but be careful not to give out too much of yourself, okay? The best course of action. This card really indicates that a time of fun and frolic is at hand and is much needed. So instead of because if I feel like the time spent trying to convince, there's this argument here, like, I'm here. And then Spirit's like, then let go finally. Because you'll feel the freedom inside. Have fun. And I feel somebody like doing it and then pulling back just a little bit and doing it and then pulling back and like not really delving in. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. And so it's kind of like, it's like this, like I touch and taste freedom, and then I come back and I'm like, okay, see, I'm really good at this. And they're like, don't do that. I feel like really encouraging somebody, you don't have to justify anything to anyone, not even yourself. Just let yourself be free. Okay? Is what they're saying. Yeehaw. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah. Fear and courage are kind of like the two different sides to the same coin, right? And so they're like, and this is the best way to overcome a fear is to face it kind of thing, right? This is, it's like the one sliver left. I mean, really, why do you think Spirit can't? You're fearful that you still won't get it despite your best efforts, despite being, and that is the one way in which your shadow, your ego, I want to say, the shadow of your ego is holding on to this, right? Is that despite being in this magnificent, wonderful place that you haven't been in for quite some time, there's this little niggle within you that wants to be like, but your best will never be good enough. Despite, you'll never feel that freedom. You'll never experience it. Like, And it comes down to, why would I not get it? It's like the temptation to bring you into that line of thought. It's a temptation that still exists there that you're entertaining, to go into the thought of, or the thought and conversation with the self, to allow that doubt and fear to immensely creep in. Because if you go down that line of conversation, it is, but I do this, you know, and if I don't receive it, so there's no amount of, it really wouldn't matter who or what I am, this is just going to be kept from me. And then the question of worthiness, and even if you didn't go down the line of worthiness, there's the, well, then why don't I just fuck it all and go the other direction then? If it's like, you know, if nothing really matters and nothing can really influence it, it just opens a door. And so there's this, like, it's like a fake court in your mind where you're trying to put in the final closing argument, right? To convince the jury that this should happen. I'm stuck. And the point of this is, while it's impossible to live without any fear at all, it is possible to live fearlessly. And to allow yourself to feel free and to enjoy life despite those fears. It's almost like, as soon as your mind goes there, you need to just tell yourself, you know what? I don't need to prove myself to anybody. Not even myself. Night Owl. And there's a big lesson in that for you. There's a huge lesson, because the Night Owl really talks about wisdom and the way in which we acquire certain types of wisdom. He indicates that deep lessons are more powerful when they come through the darkest nights of the soul. And he comes to offer you company through the shadowy hours of life. And that your emotional intelligence is your greatest ally in times of stress, hardship, grief, and loss. And it's asking you to understand the lesson here. When you feel like you have to debate and prove to spirit, you are really doing that to this aspect of yourself. Almost as if you are this, pleading. When you feel like you have to plead your case. Because there's a sliver of attachment to, maybe I still won't get it. And again, that's the invitation that waits for, that's there, that if you take it up, it'll allow the darkness back in. All the sabotaging thoughts and energies, things that would want to derail you. Okay? And it's not your intellectual intelligence that will help you with this. It is your emotional intelligence. Because your emotional intelligence deals with your sense of worthiness, your sense of the love that you have for the self, and even placing boundaries on yourself. That is the I don't have to plead my case to anybody. I don't have to justify my worthiness. I don't have to justify why this would be able to come. His silent flight path will guide you to the answers you seek, so do not be afraid to follow where your inner wisdom leads you. I'm going to pull a couple. I want to know. So they're asking you to take care of that. So you're saying you're here, but they're like, you have this one little something that's leaving it stuck to you that you can let go of. And then we want to clarify this. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to clarify the oops, did I just, oh well. We have the Knight of Cups. Now, I know I said that this is kind of like your willingness to receive, right? And to be vulnerable and open as you do this. But again, that does require you to address this. Wanting to give birth to your dreams, a significant life event, or powerful revelation that leads to change. This is the powerful revelation. This is the powerful revelation. Okay? It is nurturing yourself. It is, and it is allowing you to give birth to your dreams. We've got 3 showing up a lot in here. We got 30. We had the 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, the Empress. The Empress is shown up twice. This breaks down to 3. The World is shown up twice. 3 is showing up very significantly. This is the path towards enlightenment. This is the path that opens things up. You don't got to convince fucking no one. Not even yourself. And this can happen instantaneously. I feel as if there is sitting with this, and that's what they were talking about. Like, sit with this. The Night Owl, sit with this. And let the emotion, not the intellect, your emotional intelligence, sit with this and inform you. Allow the emotion to move through you and see what it brings up for you. Because it is at that level that you will be freed from it. Because you know damn good and well in your head, you deserve where you're at. It's your heart, it's your inner child that is the seat of your emotional intelligence, where the fear resides, where the small little fragment still exists that has you pleading your case. You've done the work. You don't use your brain for this. You use your heart. And you're saying that you're open to receive. You're in that state of allowance and you're willing to be vulnerable. And they're like, okay, I'm calling you on it then. Let go of this last little piece and watch everything open up. Because in doing this, you are taking care of the self. You are nurturing the self. You are loving the self. And that leads to this. I feel like this is something that you've done your entire life. That's why it's connected to the inner child. And this is like the last exercise, you know, because embodiment is the doing part. This is the last exercise of that muscle of emotional intelligence, where you come to this realization on your own, not at intellectual level, but at a soul level, at a child level, right? That I ain't got to prove shit to be deserving. You know? And we always talk about moving beyond the mind. It's one thing to understand something intellectually. It's another to embody it. They want you to embody this. It's time to embody this. And I feel like this can go, you can drag this out or you can make it like that. Like this can happen in an instant. This can happen within an hour. Like a shift can happen. It's you sitting down with this and feeling it and experiencing it. It's not you pleading with it to spirit to convince your ego and everything else within you that yes, 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 okay, yes, I am. It is the acceptance of it within at a deep cellular level. It's like it is the last little thing on your journey of self-love. And I think that that is what you were on in 2024. Stop don't procrastinate. Sit down with yourself and do this. That's where the four of swords comes in. It is meditation, going within. This is where your focus needs to be. Like, as soon as you hear this, it needs to be your #1 goal. If you had issues with people pleasing, or your whole life, I feel like you have done this. Your checklists, it was really at the heart of it, you proving that you were worthy of something. And worthy is the best term, because I think that intellectually you knew. Like you always felt like you needed to justify this, or this. That you had to prove this, or this. And it's like, you've carried that with you. And you've done all this work. It's so uncovered. It's like walking out into snow to find a jewel that you dropped. And somehow all the snow has melted right around that jewel. You would think that it would be so complicated to address this, but everything's been removed. All you have to do is go find it and get it. There will not be any great ungraving, digging up or cultivating to find this jewel. It is there to be found. You just have to sit with it and feel it. You need to take the lead on this, because again, as with anything, you may be begging spirit to help you with your money situation, and they're like, I would love to, but this one little thing is something only you can do, and I can't do it for you. So when we're talking about co-creation and you're like, why haven't you done this, spirit? I'll do anything. And it's like, it's as if you're so convinced, no, I'm great. But they're like, listen to me. I hear you 5 to 10 times a day before bed. You're in the field of possibilities, and you still go into these imaginings of justifying and showing and proving. And it's like, you fucking don't have to do that, honey. You don't gotta do that. You don't got to do that no more. And as much as I can do for you, I can't do this. This is the piece that we're talking about. So you have to focus, and you have to take the lead on this aspect, on this going within. And I promise you, if you really, truly, genuine, sincerely want this, and you ask for Spirit to help you, and you ask for your Spirit team to surround you, and you go within and you dedicate the time, and I'm not seeing years, I'm not even seeing weeks, I'm seeing within hours. It's like this inner shift can happen overnight. This embodiment can happen quickly. And it brings you into union. And it allows things that are in alignment with you to come in. It will help with the resolution of this issue. And then your ships will come in, 3 of Wands. That's when your abundance arrives. That's when they're telling me some things seemingly show up easily. You cannot go into this abundance feeling like you have to constantly prove to yourself. You can't have the checklist to prove to yourself that yep, everything's good. Okay, am I still on par? Okay, yeah, everything's good. Am I still da-da? Feel it. You'll know the truth by the way that it feels. That's in this deck. You'll know the truth by the way that it feels. And that's the problem. It's not a problem. That's where you're at. That is what's necessary and what is needed. No more being on trial in your own mind. I hope this message finds whoever it is meant for. I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful day, and I will see you all at the next reading.